Welcome back here on the Good Morning Artesia Radio Show. Time to chat a little Bulldog baseball, and Coach J.J. Ortiz is with us. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Ready for some hot weather?
Yes, sir. I am. Now, I'm originally from Moriarty, New Mexico, and it's just a different heat up there and down here. You know, it's hard to describe, but and then over there, once the sun goes down, it gets a little cool. Here, it doesn't.
That's right. That's right. I remember one time we took a trip to Phoenix to go watch the Diamondbacks, and at the time, we went in July because nobody went to Phoenix in July for anything, and we got cheap hotel rates. Well, then everybody figured out you could get cheap hotel rates in Phoenix in July, and so the next couple of years, all the hotels were filled up. But I remember 10 o'clock at night walking out of the hotel room, and it's still 105, 102 degrees outside, and the heat just coming off the pavement was amazing. So we're not quite there here.
Right, yeah.
But, and the turf tends to be a little bit warmer in this type of weather, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. It is a little bit. We have those black granules, like ground up tires or rubber on there, and it absorbs some of that heat, and so, but we don't make excuses. We just get after it. So
no, it's not an excuse. I mean, both teams have to deal with it. You just have to prepare for it. Now you're going up to Portales today, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's kind of recap the past week. Bulldogs are off to a really good start in district.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we went against Lovington and on Saturday, and had two really good games, one 9-2, 9-2, and that's what we've been focusing on, one game at a time. And so said, hey, we're 4-0, let's look at 5-0 now, and then we'll go from there. And so really happy with how we played. Lovington always plays us good. It's a little kind of a rivalry in every sport that we play them in, and so I think they probably played two of their better games than that they've played, and so yeah, it was good for our guys to get the wins and move on to Portales today.
Yeah. Now you didn't get to play on Tuesday, right? Because of the field conditions were pretty bad up in Roswell. They had all that rain.
Yes, sir.
Previously, so that's still next Friday, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't. We're working on a time for that with the umpires. We originally said let's try 12-2, but I don't know. We might change that. So updates as soon as we hear anything on that. But yeah, didn't get to play Goddard. They're 4-0 also. So they're playing Lovington today, and they're in Goddard, right?
At Goddard, correct. So, and people will be able to watch that one. Our Roswell guys are going to be putting that out on the internet. So, as best we can, given the field, the video situation at the Goddard press box there, it's a little bit different place for us, but nobody cares about that. They're the ones that fans are watching and hopefully going to the games. Where do they play their? They play their games in at the high school baseball field at Portales, right?
Yes, sir. It's right next. They have like a little football field there and a track, and it's south of that. And so I've actually we haven't played there because we were supposed to go there last year, and then we weren't able to. And the year before that, we played all three games here in Artesia, and so we haven't played there. I know our JV's played there, but we haven't. The varsity hasn't played there in a long time. So
yeah, is it a natural grass field?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so dirt infield, and
yep.
Well, that would be fun to experience that because ours is turf, but I think ours is the only turf in our district, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Lovington natural grass and Goddard also, and so yeah, we have our JV field, so every once in a while we'll go over there and we'll practice on our JV field, because it's natural. We actually grassed the whole infield, and then we put a turf mound on there. Just not a lot of maintenance, and so it's we usually would buy dirt, and then the wind would blow it away. and then we'd buy dirt, and then the wind blow away. So I say, hey, let's try grassing the whole infield, and then we'll do cutouts around each base.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll buy clay, and we'll put it there, and then we'll put a cover over each base and home plate, and then we'll save a lot of money.
Yeah. And a little bit of time on that.
Yeah.
I know in Lovington a couple of years ago, the infield was pretty much sand.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean like a beach sand. Hopefully they've improved that over there. And then way back years ago, I did a game in Portales, and the lighting wasn't very good at the ballpark. And second game, they would turn the light on in the press box when we were in the outfield. And then when they went into the outfield, they would turn the light out. That's how bad the lighting was in the ballpark, that the light in the press box could mess up the center fielder picking up the ball coming off of the bat. And they did that one inning, and I said, I know what you're doing. Stop it. On or off, pick one.
Yeah. Now, we're so blessed to have our facilities over here. Such nice facilities, and our maintenance, and all our school employees, everyone that works on our fields, they do such a great job, and so we're so happy to have such good facilities.
How what's the best way you guys are handling the heat? A lot of water, I'm guessing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have a lot of water, and we actually had an old Coca-Cola beverage fridge that was in our JV press box.
Okay.
And so I said, hey, let's see if it still works. So we dusted it off, we plugged it in, it still works. So we've been filling that up with waters in our locker room, keeping those cold, and then we're taking out a water jug and with ice every morning, and we're practicing at 8 in the morning, so staying cool and as many water breaks as you want.
Yeah.
So.
Because that's got to be tough on everybody. You know, the outfielder standing out there, you know, depending on the inning, you know, can be out there for a long time. And then the pitchers, it's a lot of stress on them. Does that kind of modify your pitch count and how long you use your different pitchers because of the heat?
Yeah, a little bit, not too much. We're kind of modifying our pitch count because of how the district games are going now. Because if you pitch a guy too many innings, then you can't have him for the next game, and so that's changing things, and that's just an adjustment that we're having to make. But other than that, you know, we talk to our pitchers. I tell them, hey, I don't know how you're feeling, so you got to communicate with me. And that's kind of been our way that we talk to our players all year is, hey, if your arm's not feeling good, you got to just tell me. And I'm not going to push you to throw more, or if anything's hurting, you got to communicate with me. And so that's how we approach it. If a guy's doing really good, throwing no hitter, or stay out there and pitch. Or if you're not feeling it, let's get someone else in there. And so our guys do a good job of communicating.
And you've said this before. You've got quite a number of players that can pitch. I mean, you've got a pretty deep bench as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, we actually do. That's a nice problem to have. And so, and then a lot of our guys, it's a lot different than college and pro. A lot of our guys play other positions. And so kind of just got to manage that, who gives us the best chance playing defense and who gives us the best chance on the mound. And so, and then you got to look at hitting also. We always look at hitting, and if you could hit, you could play. So if you're hitting, you're going to be in lineup, and that's a way to stay in the lineup. And so
it's get hits, get on base or move them around, whatever the role is that you ask them to do. How has this team been developing? I know you've talked about how they care about each other and they're really working hard to be a good team. You've got a couple weeks left in the season here. Is it moving along at a good? I mean, you pleased with how they're?
Yes, sir. Definitely is. We had a team dinner last week and just brought everyone together and ate dinner together, and and had some little games that we played together just to continue to get them around each other, and it went really well, and we'll do that the next couple weeks, and so no, really happy with these guys, and especially the way the season has turned out, us playing in June, and everyone sticking with it, and showing up on time to practice and ready to work, and really being able to take any role that they need. You know, if I'm, a lot of those guys might just be a base runner, and they're really happy with it, and they're understanding their roles, and they're really getting good at everything that they can do to help the team. So that's what I've been really happy with.
Yeah.
You know, we might have a guy in right field, and the next game he might be playing third base, or pitching, or sitting out, and so it just shows that they're really good teammates.
Yeah, I know you're playing one game at a time and focusing on the Bulldogs, but do you get a chance to kind of look around the state and see how other teams are doing in 4A? Who else looks to be doing well?
Yeah, there's we're ranked number 4 right now. St. Pius is number 1, and then Maya Mira and Los Alamos are 2 and 3, kind of switching back and forth. And so, you kind of you look at other teams and prepare for those teams a little bit, mentally, and kind of look at who they're pitching, and if they have a left-handed pitcher, or how many innings they've been throwing, or how their games are going, and if they're stealing bases. A lot of teams put a lot of stats on Max Prep, so you get a lot of information from that on them. But then at the end of the day, everyone's gotta lace them up and play the game and see who wins. And so,
well, a lot of teams will try to, advance bases, get take an extra base on a hit or something like that. How's your outfield arms? You got some folks that people need to respect when it comes to trying to move up a base?
Yeah, definitely. You need to talk to our middle infielders about that, because when those guys throw it into second, like how these guys could throw, Trent Nolan, Davian Molina, and Caden Letcher, they all have really strong arms, and Manuel Todd, we have him out there, and Julian Rodriguez, and so, a lot of guys with strong arms, and usually most teams put the right fielder has the strongest arm, and so, but in our case, all our guys can throw the ball in pretty hard, and so teams definitely have to respect us.
Yeah.
And then a lot of teams see that when you take your in and out, they see who has good arms, and some teams don't. They tell them, hey, just lob it in.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to know that you have a strong arm, and then they'll try to test you, and we'll throw them out. And so, but we don't worry about stuff like that.
Well, those are aspects of the game that if you're a baseball fan, you recognize those aspects of it. What kind of an arm do they have in the outfield? Can we steal second? Can we move up on a base hit? And I mean, those are all little parts of the game that
right.
If you're into the knocking head sports, that you don't see that kind of strategy. But
yes, sir.
How about your arm behind the home plate? Have you picked off some guys this year?
Yeah, no, you know what? Really, our motto is the runner's going to stay on the pitcher.
Okay.
And so our pitchers have to do a good job of keeping them close, keeping that runner from taking the base. And so, but if they do, our catchers, Simon Jimenez is a really good catcher, senior catcher, and Nia Estrada is a freshman, and so he's been sharing some of the time back there, and so as long as our pitchers do their job, they're not going to steal bases on us. So
that's good, and that's again another thing that they try to scout on you when they're trying to figure all that stuff out. So what time do you start today?
Starting at 4.
4 o'clock in Portales.
Yes, sir.
And that'll finish the first half of your district then, right? You will have concluded the first trip through the district, and then...
Well, we haven't played Goddard yet.
That's right, but you're going to play them twice.
So Goddard this weekend will finish the first half.
We'll finish the first half. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll finish all our games with Portales today. So
be done with Portales, and then you've got 2 doubleheaders with Goddard, and then you still have Lovington.
Right, in Lovington.
In Lovington, so that's next Tuesday, I think. So.
Yes, sir.
Well, it is what it is, right?
Yes, sir. No, we're really excited where we're at right now, and good position to be, 4-0, and just one game at a time. So.
One game, yeah, and there's 2 to play, but one game at a time tonight up in Portales. So. Very good. Well, Coach, anything else you want to mention this morning?
No, just appreciate all the fans coming to support us, especially on the Saturday. A little warm, but a lot of good support there, and just encourage you to keep coming out.
I saw a lot of folks hauling in a lot of food.
Right. Yeah, they mentioned something about concessions being open, but I'm not sure about that. We had
still making you wear masks, making the kids wear masks?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they said masks are going to stay because it's we're part of the school.
I understand that.
And so,
but they haven't looked at all the new data and said, hey, 2 weeks left in the season, let's make a change here.
They did say that they're going to let teams stay overnight.
Well, that's huge.
Yes.
That's huge because you go up to play a baseball game, you'd like to get up the day before, maybe do a walk around, have a little practice session, and then be there for the game.
And I should add something to that. They said that they're okay with it. It's going to depend on the school district. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to.
That's true. Well, let's hope that everybody concurs with that, because that seems like, and I mean, you've being there as a coach, it just seems like that's a little bit of a disadvantage if you've got to travel a couple hundred miles to, get off the bus. All right, now let's go play a ball game.
Yes, sir.
Whereas the team that you're playing may be a team that's right there locally, and they don't have to travel, or their travel distance is a lot less than what yours would be. So, I don't know. It's been an interesting year, hasn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight, and hopefully you'll be 6-0 after tonight.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. We're going to take a break and be back in just a moment. Don't go away.